Today, I will be discussing with you misrepresentation in passing off. In discussing this, I'll also refer to the case of Mars Australia and Sweet Rewards. Passing off protects a trader's business reputation or goodwill from being misappropriated by another trader. It aims to stop a trader from misrepresenting that their product is associated with another business. There are three core elements of passing off: reputation or goodwill, misrepresentation, and damage. One of the core elements in passing off is misrepresentation, and this is what we'll be discussing today. Misrepresentation is where a trader conveys that their product, business, or service is connected in some way to another, resulting in consumers being misled to believe that the two traders are related. To establish misrepresentation, it must be shown that the defendant's conduct caused consumers to be deceived and that the misrepresentation is capable of causing or foreseeably causing deception. This can be express or implied. In 2009, Mars Australia brought an action against Sweet Rewards, claiming that Sweet Rewards' sale of Delphi malt balls in discount stores amounted to passing off, trademark infringement, and contravention of Sections 52 and 53 of the Trade Practices Act 1974. Justice Perham dismissed these claims. On appeal to the Federal Court, the full court upheld the trial judge's decision. The chocolate malt balls in question that Mars brought its claims against have been distributed by Sweet Rewards since the middle of 2005. They are marketed in a plastic jar with a red background, the word Delphi at the top of the label with an accompanying logo, floating malt balls with some depicted to show bright yellow filling, and the words malt balls written in bold letters. The trial judge rejected Mars's claims that the malt balls distributed by Sweet Rewards conveyed a representation on the jars that the product was associated with Maltesers. The trial judge stated that Mars was a victim of its own success because the word Maltesers was a principal part of the Maltesers get-up. The trial judge was unconvinced that an ordinary consumer of chocolate would believe a product is a Malteser when it is not labelled Malteser. The similar inclusion of floating malt balls on Sweet Rewards' product also did not amount to passing off, as the floating malt balls that were part of Maltesers' get-up were not the most important to their brand. Instead, the judge held that it was the word Maltesers that held the most importance. It was further held that by carrying the name malt balls and using slightly different visual features, the Delphi malt balls sufficiently distinguished themselves from Maltesers' products. Thus, the trial judge concluded that as the Sweet Rewards product was presented, no ordinary person would be misled to believe the Delphi malt balls to be a Malteser product. Additionally, the word malt balls was held to be unlikely to mislead anyone to believe the product was a Malteser, as the term malt ball is ordinarily used to describe the type of confectionery. On appeal, Mars contended that the trial judge erred in considering too heavily the fame of the Maltesers marks. Mars claimed its reputation was irrelevant. The full court upheld the trial judge's decision, finding that the distinguishing feature of the Maltesers get-up and its trademarks is the word Maltesers. It was also upheld that the word malt balls was merely descriptive, and that neither this nor the jar itself were used to misrepresent that the products were or were equivalent to Maltesers. The full court held that the Sweet Rewards product did not amount to passing off, and the appeal was dismissed.